Today we're talking to Albans City manager Ian Allinson down at Margate in Kent, where the Saints have kept up their promotion bid with a 2-0 win away to the Gate. 0-0 at half-time, Ian. We got the lead early in the second half, but we had to wait till the 89th minute for that second goal. We took a long time to make it comfortable.
Yeah, it was a tough game, as we said beforehand. They've got a few changes they've had down here. They've got a lot of energy about their side. They've put some young players in there, and they made it a stern test for us for long periods. And we rode our luck on one or two occasions. But again, we showed some good quality to come through. We got the goal just after half time from the long throw, and we had one or two other chances, but it did take quite a long time to put it to bed. And once the second goal went in, and it was done as a tie.
It's well documented the problems they've got down here. A new chairman who took over during the week saying he's not going to put money in. They're just basically putting out wherever they can, so they say. But they put up a pretty good show today, particularly the first half. Very good.
I mean, they've got some good players still here, so it's and they've brought some young lads in, and they've all showed today that they're going to fight for the team, they're going to fight for the cause. But as I said to the players before the game, no one's going to turn up, just lay down and let us beat them now. Everyone wants to beat us. We're up there for a reason, because we've been winning games of football. And it's going to be tough, and you have to earn the right to win the game. Today we've had to work extremely hard. We've had to be patient, especially in the first half at times. It was quite difficult. It was a bit of a slope here, and there was a bit of a wind against us, so it was difficult. Once we turned around second half and we had the wind behind us, I felt more comfortable in that we could go on and win the game, which we did in the second half.
Junior got that second goal late in the game. It's about 4 games, I think, since striker last scored. Before that, sides are doing a good job on shutting us out.
Yeah, and exactly. And we as I keep saying it, we have no divine right of just turning up. None of our forwards have a divine right. They've got to go and earn the right, and it's hard for them at the moment. They're not getting many chances. When they do get a chance, we've sort of been snatching at one or two. But Junior took that one extremely well. As I say, he's gone to shoot with his right foot, come back on his left, and buried it in the bottom corner.
Both sides hit the woodwork, but we did keep another clean sheet.
Yeah, it's important. We talk about the back four, and the back fours. When you look at it, we conceded 10 goals. I think 3 at Ebbsfleet, 3 at Bath, and 4 at home to Hampton. So when you look at the other sort of 17 games, we've kept only conceded 10 goals. So it's been good from that side of it. Yeah, we've had to ride our luck at times, and James in goals had to make, not really saves, but he's had to come and collect 1 or 2 balls, which he's done really well. But defensively we looked quite solid today, which is good from that point of view. And we also look dangerous going forward every single time. But you've got to take your chances when they come along.
We'll come on to Jamie Curriton in a minute, but he's joined the club this week. Graham Montgomery joined last week. You're changing things around, keeps the squad fresh.
Yeah, I just felt we needed a little bit more balance down the left-hand side. That was why bringing in Graham Montgomery from Hemel, and he showed again today when he came on. He gives us that balance. He gives us a shape that we probably never had prior to him coming in. And obviously Jamie, it just keeps everybody on their toes. You can see straight away, he's got a willingness to go and work extremely hard. He works back into good areas, and I felt he did great for the goal. He's gone and faced the guy up, come inside, played a great ball into Junior, and Junior actually finished it really well. But again, we brought a player in. He's got great experience. He's going to be great for some of our younger players. Junior, Theo, and Sam Merson. I think the oldest one of them is 24. So the other 2 are 21 and 20. So it'll be great for them boys. It'll be great in terms of teaching them some good habits, and also it'll be good for us as a squad going into the second half of the season. That his goals might be vital in games where we need somebody to come on and just change the game for us. Sam Merson's been unavailable today. He's gone down with a chest infection, so it was a miss. But by bringing Jamie in yesterday was a big bonus from that side of it.
How did that come about, Ian?
He just got released by Eastleigh on I think it was last Thursday through Martin Allen. When he went into Eastleigh, he obviously made some changes very quickly. One of them was Jamie. We got notified of it very, very quickly. We put a call in quickly, and we've just been speaking and talking to Jamie over the last 7 days. He just wanted to just settle himself down, because it was a bit of a shock by, he made a decision to go to Eastleigh. He felt it would be somewhere big till the summer. He was living in digs down there during the week and coming home at weekends. He lives in Suffolk. So we spoke over on the Thursday. We spoke over the weekend last weekend, and then we spoke again sort of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we did the deal Thursday evening, Friday morning. And it's great to have him on board. As I say, You look at his ratio of probably 1 goal every 2 games, and when somebody's played 700 games, it's a hard task to score over 300 goals, and which is what he's done. So great for us, great for the club, and hopefully he's going to be what can help us get into the playoffs at least.
At 41, he's not a spring chicken, but he looks extremely fit still. In fact, he's our 3rd eldest debutant, but people see him coming in immediately thinking one of our other strikers will be off when the transfer window opens in January.
Not necessarily, as I said before. We've got to look at what we need. I've always said I wanted 4 forwards. We've got 4 forwards now, and that's something that we'll have to look at when we get into the January transfer window. We speak about 1 forward. What's to say that 2 forwards don't go in terms of where we are, because both forwards are being looked at. A lot of clubs have shown a lot of interest. I think every time we have a home game, we've got a list as long as your arms in scouts being there. So it's something that we have to be aware of, because if somebody comes in and the offer's right and it's right for the football club, we have to seriously consider it. At the moment, I've got 4 forwards. Jamie Curtin comes in and gives us a 4 forward, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it in the January transfer window. But at the moment, we keep doing what we're doing, and we have to worry about that once January comes.
You spoke, I think, the other week about maybe having to change the system you're playing because of how opposition are now lining up against you. You seemed to go to a 4-4-2 with 2 old-fashioned wingers, as it were.
Yeah, we did. I just didn't think our shape in the after the first 15-20 minutes, I felt we were fine. After that, their right back started to get out quite a lot, and it started to cause us a few problems. Last week we did exactly the same. So what we do is just drag Lee Chappell out to the left-hand side to start with. And then it gives us a bit more balance when Monty comes on, and obviously Scotty came off with a bad ankle. So, but we've got that flexibility in the squad. That also helps Theo, because Theo goes up front with Junior. Then obviously when Sean and Lucian come off, we obviously brought Theo to the right, which put Jamie up there with Junior. So we've got that flexibility already this season. We've played 3-5-2s, we've played 4-4-1s, we've played 4-5-1s, and we actually can go and play 4-4-2. So we've got great flexibility about the squad. We've got players that can play in 5 or 6 different positions. We've seen it already. Ben Hur can play right back, left back and centre midfield. We've also seen in terms of Tom Bender can play centre half and left back. So we've got good competition all over the place, and we've got players that can fill in holes when we have to do that.
If I take back to last Monday, in the programme for the match against Bournemouth, I don't know if you saw it, but Danny Hunter took out 5 pages, basically talking about St Albans City. A couple of them were praising you to a hilt for the job you did at Bournemouth, which is fair enough. But he also suggested whether we sell any players or not in the transfer window will say how much ambition we've actually got. If you sell the players, your forwards in the transfer window, lacking ambition. Is he right?
I think you have to look at it, and we said all along is that we have to seriously consider what we do in the January transfer window. As I've said earlier, there is rumours, there is teams that have shown an interest, but we'll have to sit down. I'm going to sit down with the owners in the next couple of weeks and talk to them about what we want. We have to be careful that we don't, as you would say, sell your crown jewels, because that would be a disaster. But also we are aware that the one thing I've always said, and I said to you the first time it was brought up, is that I'm not here to stand in some of these players' ways. When Junior and I spoke to Theo in the summer, and obviously Sam Merson, is that they're playing here and doing a fantastic job for this football club, but also they want to try and move on and become a full-time professional footballer, and that's what we have to be careful of, is that if we was to stop somebody from moving on, would the situation change in terms of their performances? They're all putting a shift in at the moment. Are they putting a shift in because they want to try and get a move, or are they putting a shift in because they're obviously enjoying it here? So hopefully they're doing it because they want to get both. So if somebody come in and the offer was fair, I'd speak to the owners of the club. We'd sit down and discuss it properly. We have some targets that we'd also like to bring in. So they're the things we have to sit down and discuss properly. But I can assure everybody we're not just going to just throw this away and sell the crown jewels and see the season out, because I've not come in here now and built what we've got here, and this change room wouldn't allow us to just see this season out and just peter out from where we are. We're in a position where we are because we've worked extremely hard, and we've got to try and maintain this position now. We've got to try and put pressure on Maidenhead, but also we've got to put pressure on ourselves, and also people will put pressure on us. So it's going to be a tough one. It's something, as I say, we have to sit long and hard in the transfer window in January, and I think we'll all be pleased when we get to the 30th of January and the transfer window's closed.
Talking of putting pressure on Maidenhead United, attention now turns to our final match before Christmas, away to Hampton and Richmond Borough next Saturday. They're the only visiting side to take maximum points at Clarence Park. They look very good there, but their home record's not that great.
No, it's not, and it's. But again, we've got to look at what Hampton have done to a lot of teams this year and what they did to us. It was a very, very tough situation. Go at home, they opened us up on numerous occasions, and I watched them at Tuesday night at Royston, and again they look very, very good going forward. I mean, it got a bit messy second half, and they come unstopped. It was a dubious penalty they was given against them, and then they give a late goal away. So. We know what we've got to do. It's going to be a tough game. We've got to set up correctly and make sure we come away with at least something before we go into the Christmas and bank holiday weekends over the new year against Oxford, where we've got to be looking to try and pick up as many points as we can.
Thanks so much, Ian. And as night time descends on Margate, I think that's probably a good time to end it. And congratulations on another victory. So Saints next in action on Saturday the 17th of December, away to Hampton and Richmond Borough in National League South. Kick-off at the Beverley is at 3 o'clock.